Check this.
Hi, and welcome to Review Geek 3000. You are here for one reason only, and that is to eat, sleep, rest, and repeat. To watch exclusive content, so please share, like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, and as always on this channel, stay awesome. Yes, guys, welcome back, and this is Review Geek 3000 over on YouTube, and this is, and we present to you guys, the Contenders Corner podcast, and this is a Monday Night Raw review. Join us for everything that is wrestling over on YouTube. And again, guys, our Facebook page, we opened that a couple of weeks ago, and we will be uploading our videos that we do on YouTube, and we'll be putting them on there as well so we can reach a wider audience. Again, guys, that is Review Geek 3000 on Facebook. We also have a channel on YouTube, and that is Review Geek 3000. Our Instagram is The Geeky Collections. Our Twitter is at RGeek3000. You can contact us on all our social media, and we will love to hear from you. Again, guys, you can subscribe to all our social media, and we thank you for your support. Again, guys, a massive shout out to our new subscriber, and he is Jonesy Chats Wrestling, and a massive shout out to him. He does fantastic videos over on YouTube, and he is another wrestling YouTuber on YouTube, so go and check him out, guys. He does fantastic work, and yeah, guys, yes, Jonesy Chats Wrestling, keep up the good work, brother. You are doing a fantastic job out there on YouTube, so keep it up, mate. Again, our schedule is the Contenders Corner podcast weekly, guys, and we do the Raw SmackDown review, we do AEW review as well, and basically, guys, we also have the Film Parade, where weekly we do film reviews. We haven't done a Film Parade in a while, but we are going to get one out there, guys, and we are going to get back on doing our film reviews. And then we have the gaming reviews and our monthly unboxings on this channel. But again, this is what it's all about, guys. Check that out. Just hit the microphone. But anyway, this is what it's all about, and this is Monday Night Raw, the follow-up from the Elimination Chamber. And again, guys, we saw the shocking events of The Miz cashing in on Drew McIntyre with the help of Bobby Lashley. And again, guys, MVP Bobby Lashley struck a deal with The Miz, and then we saw the outcome that followed, and there we saw it, guys. The Miz is the new WWE Champion. And again, guys, the title scene on Raw looks much different now following the events from Sunday's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Not only did Riddle win the US title from Bobby Lashley in a triple threat match that also included John Morrison, but The Miz won the WWE Championship. We saw Roman Reigns retain the Universal title, guys. And again, The Miz won the WWE title after cashing in his Money in the Bank contract after Drew McIntyre had retained the title in a grueling chamber match. But also, guys, the events following that, we saw Bobby Lashley demolish Drew McIntyre to help The Miz on winning his second WWE Championship in WWE. And again, guys, this week's Raw dealt with all the fallout from the Elimination Chamber, following onwards to the road to WrestleMania. And again, guys, we saw The Miz, Braun Strowman, Shane McMahon and Bobby Lashley, MVP, in the ring together. After the time had expired, The Miz met Lashley in the ring and tried to talk his way out of defending the title right away. Braun Strowman came to the ring, said he deserved a title shot. That brought out Shane McMahon. He tried to explain the situation, but Strowman demanded a match. When Shane said no, Strowman said he will face Lashley instead. Shane agreed and said he would earn his title shot if he defeated Lashley. I'm going to give this promo, guys, a Contenders Corner promo rating, a 4 out of 5. It was fantastic, guys. This segment was... it was the best possible outcome it could be, guys. Putting Lashley into the WWE title hunt is the best thing WWE could have done for him and for Raw as a whole. The Miz was the best version of himself for this segment. He was the cocky heel when he was listing his accomplishments. But soon as a bigger, stronger competitor got in his face, he turned back into a coward. The A-lister is also almost a throwback in that way. He doesn't care about looking cool all the time. He is always willing to take the low road, because that is what bad guys do. He is sneaky, conniving and two-faced. When we picked up an hour later, Strowman and McMahon inserted themselves into the story. It adds another wrinkle to the plan, but Lashley needs to be the priority here. Then we saw John Morrison versus Riddle. I'm going to give this a Contenders Corner match rating of 3.6 out of 5. Riddle and Morrison showed good chemistry Sunday, but they seemed to have a few issues during this match that slowed the pace down at times. The missteps were small, but they were easily noticeable. Morrison is one of the most unique talents in WWE, but there is one thing he needs to work on. He hits a variety of kicks from every angle, but none of them ever look powerful. He has to start putting a little heat on his strikes, and he will up his game. The match had some cool spots, some great turnouts, guys, in this match. It was a good match, it was a good flow, but again, guys, there were some little tweaks here and there that could have been different. Then we have the New Day versus Retribution, guys. I'm going to give this a Contenders Corner match rating of 3 out of 5. This was a quick tag team match that didn't allow for much, but at least gave all four guys a minute or two in the ring. Both teams hit a couple of the nice spots and nothing looked off. It just didn't have the time to be anything more than what it was. Retribution appears to be on the brink of imploding as the group continues to rack up losses and suffer one embarrassing moment after another. Meanwhile, the New Day looks to be back on the path to success after losing the Raw Tag titles. Then we have the Hurt Business vs Lucha House Party. I'll give this a Contenders Corner match rating of 3.6 out of 5. This was a fast-paced contest that highlighted how good Benjamin and Alexander have become as a duo. Even though they have their problems, they have remained one of the most fluid duos on Raw. Dorado and Metallic also seem like they are on the cups of real push. But it always ends up with them putting someone else over. It would be nice to see them get a solid run as tag champs, because they can have a good match with anyone. Then we have Angle Garza versus Damian Priest. I'll give this a Contenders Corner match rating of 3 out of 5. This wasn't a squash match because Garza got in some good offense, but it was still an entire match designed to make Priest look good. In that regard, it worked fine. Garza had been underused for months, but since he isn't being pushed, he won't be hurt by the loss. Priest gets a quick win, and Bad Bunny continues to be a presence on Raw for better or worse. Asuka and Charlotte versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. I'll give this a Contenders Corner match rating of 3 out of 5. The team of Charlotte and Asuka needs to come to an end. They either need to feud over the Raw Women's title or move on from each other. This match had its moments but went on longer than it needed to for the result we received. WWE could have accomplished everything this bout did in half the time if it wanted to. Jax and Baszler need a new team to feud with, and the Riot Squad is the best option. Ruby Riot and Liv Morgan are a great duo who have been kept down far too long. Then we have Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. And then here we are, guys. I'm going to give this a Contenders Corner match rating of 3.6 out of 5. Sheamus and Hardy know how to complement each other in the ring, and they were able to put on a solid match with no build-up behind it. Sheamus was made to look like a top contender leading up to the Elimination Chamber, and it's great to see WWE keeping him strong until it figures out what to do with him. Hardy is one of those guys who can lose a million times and always be accepted when it gets another push, so he won't suffer from the loss. Naomi and Lana versus Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. I'll give this a Contenders Corner match rating of 1 out of 5. This was reminiscent of the tag match that originally spawned the hashtag Give Divas a Chance all those years ago. It was short and did nothing to make either team look good. There's nothing more to say about this. It was crap. I didn't like it, guys. I didn't enjoy it. Again, then we have AJ Styles versus Ricochet. I'll give this a Contenders Corner match rating, a 3.7 out of 5. With the exception of the Hurricane, they almost screwed up. Everything Ricochet and Styles did look good. They just didn't do enough to make this a memorable encounter. Almost attacking Ricochet after the match felt designed to build a new feud between Styles and Ricochet, which should allow them to have a few great fights down the line. Then we have the main event, Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. And this is what follows up here, guys. The main event was Strowman's opportunity. If he could beat Lashley, he would earn his way into the next WWE title bout with Lashley and The Miz. The A-lister came out to watch the action from the commentary table. Lashley scored the first takedown with a waist lock, but Strowman hit the same move a moment later for a quick 1 count. The Monster and One men dumped Lashley over the top rope and tried to run him over. Lashley jumped onto the apron to avoid him and collided with the steps. The Almighty hit a low kick to the knee, followed by a flatliner for a 2 count. Strowman hit his trademark power slam, but Lashley managed to kick out and get his feet to hit a spear for the pin and the win. The Miz looked shocked as Lashley celebrated. I'll give this a Contenders Corner match rating of 4 out of 5. Similar to Priest vs Garza, this short bout was designed to push Lashley over, and it worked beautifully. It kicked out of Strowman's finisher and beat him clean to keep him out of the title picture. It wasn't pleasantly surprising to see WWE refrain from trying to shoehorn Strowman into the match. Taking out the WWE champion after the match was over was the icing on the cake. The Hurt Business continues to be one of the best things on Raw, and with Lashley looking more like a main event star than ever, the group might be unstoppable. This was a hot and cold episode of Raw, but it did a decent job of laying the groundwork for Fastlane. And again, guys, next week we have Miz versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE title. And again, guys, Braun Strowman lost this match on Raw, and that sends us to next Monday, guys, on Raw, where we will see Bobby Lashley get his chance to face The Miz for the WWE Championship. And again, guys, comment below. But let's build this conversation, guys. Who do you think is going to win next week on Raw? Are we going to see The Miz retain the WWE title in some sneaky fashion, guys? Or are we going to see a new title holder? Are we going to see Bobby Lashley, the champion, the new champion of WWE? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Let's build this wrestling conversation. And again, guys, this is Review Geek 3000. This was the Contenders Corner podcast, Monday Night Raw. And again, I'll catch you on the next episode. So stay awesome.